questions, as we just hit 1,000 subscribers, which is really awesome. I still cannot believe that that's actually a thing that's happened, but it has. So yeah, basically I'm just going to answer all your questions. So I've got them up here on my screen. So thank you so much to everybody who asked a question. It really kind of blew me away, the amount of questions that people had. There's always this worry when you do something like a Q&A where you are not going to get people who, or you're not going to get any questions, or you're just going to get like really crazy questions, and you know, like what's your bank account number and stuff like that. So yeah, it's really nice. I had loads of great questions, so thank you so much to everybody who has asked a question. So let's, I guess, go through. So first question we're going to have from Robert McGeehan. Thank you, Robert, for asking a question. He says, what games are you looking forward to most next year? Love the videos, keep up the good work. Thank you very much. I think some other people have asked me this question as well, so I'll give you one game per question that this has been asked. So the first one would probably be Mass Effect Andromeda. I've always been a huge fan of the Mass Effect games, right back from the very first one. I remember the first Mass Effect game, it kind of came out of nowhere. There wasn't this big like hoo-ha with it. And I remember I didn't have an Xbox 360 at the time, but a friend of mine did, and I used to go around there evenings and we used to play video games, just kind of hang out together. And he borrowed some games off a friend of his, and one of them was Mass Effect, and he was like, yeah, this guy says this game's really good, but I've never heard of it, and I'd absolutely never heard of it either. And if you remember the art on the first Mass Effect game, I'll put a picture of it up just now. It wasn't like, it didn't look really that good, I don't think anyway. I've never felt that artwork on the Mass Effect games really do them justice for what they are, but it is difficult to do that, obviously. So I was a bit like, oh, I don't know what this game is, and I started playing it and fell in love with it, and even to the point whereby like I played it through till like 6 AM in the morning. My friend had like fallen asleep next to me, and I was just still there playing, and like he woke up to go to work the next day, and he's like, are you still playing this game? And I'm like, yeah, it's really good. And that was one of the reasons why I went out and brought an Xbox 360 for myself, and got that game. Loved that. I think, I think what happened was I got it, and I got the Xbox 360 just before Mass Effect 2 came out, and I played that, and it was so good, so good. Absolutely loved Mass Effect 2. I brought like a new TV especially for it, and I wasn't disappointed. It was amazing. It was like a 1080p TV, which was really a big thing at that time, and I really loved the game. Mass Effect 3 was weird though for me, because I didn't play it till fairly late. I can't remember why. I genuinely cannot remember why, but there was a good reason. And I didn't play it till fairly late, so when a lot of people played it to begin with and felt a little bit let down by the ending and stuff like that, I only ever played it with the kind of revised ending or the extended cut, and with a lot of the DLC in it as well. And so my experience of it was amazing. I absolutely adored the third one. It's probably my favourite of the trilogy. So that's a very long-winded way of saying Mass Effect Andromeda is a game I will be playing on the channel, and I will be looking forward to immensely. I just, fingers crossed it is good, because otherwise, I don't know what I'll do. I'll just close the channel, I guess, probably. I'm joking. So I hope that answers your question. Stalker Diath. Thank you for your question. So he says, first of all, congrats a lot for 1k. If you don't mind, I would ask more than one question. That's absolutely fine. What is your favourite game of all time? It's question number one. And number two, will you do a stream where we could play with you? Love your videos. You're my favourite ASMR YouTuber. Thank you very much. I'll answer the second one first, because that's slightly easier. Yes, I would love to. The thing is that it just involves choosing like a game and choosing a time which is good for everybody. One of the things about this channel is, if I look through my analytics, it shows that around about 50% of my subscribers and viewers come from America, and I'm obviously from the UK, so that does make a time difference issue there. You know, whether you're East Coast or West Coast, it can be a bit of a problem. So it would kind of be sorting something out. I would love to get to a point whereby I can have a kind of dedicated, like maybe 2 streams a week, one which would be more for a UK based audience, one more for European UK, and one more for the kind of American time zone kind of thing, because that would be really great, because a lot of people do ask me this question, and you know, I always invite people to you know, you can add me as a friend on Battle.net to play Hearthstone, you know, and I'm open to anybody who wants to play me, and also on PlayStation as well. The thing with Battle.net is you have to be on the EU server. I don't have an American account, but again, that's something I want to get set up next year, is an American account, and so I can actually play against a lot of American players on there. That would be great. The first question though, so what's my favourite game of all time? That's very difficult to answer. Very difficult to answer. I think if I break it down through different eras of my life, because to say one game is a little unfair, because I'd probably pick something from the last year or so, because obviously technologically it's better. But if I go back to when I was very young, the King's Quest game series were like my favourite. They're by a game company called Sierra, who they're not around anymore unfortunately, but they made amazing games. The King's Quest series is great. They're kind of like a point and click adventure game. They borrowed a lot from kind of fairy tales and things like that, and they were absolutely amazing. I can't remember how many there was in the end. I think there was 6 or 7. They've actually been rebooted recently as a more kind of I don't know, cross between, say, like a kind of a Telltale game-esque thing, but a bit more actiony. I played it and it was okay, but it wasn't the same. It never would be really. But yeah, I loved all of those, and I played through all of them when I was a kid, with my family as well. It was brilliant because I was quite young when they came out, and some of them were very difficult. And this was pre-internet days as well, so you couldn't just be like, I'm going to look up the wiki. There was like phone lines you had to call and stuff like that. It was crazy. I never actually called any of them, and I did manage to complete the games. But yeah, it was difficult. If I move to a kind of like, say, Xbox 360 era, then I'd probably say Mass Effect 2 was one of my favourites there for sure, without doubt. And if I move probably to a slightly later era, well, actually, I'll tell you what, I'll put a picture up of my Steam account, and I'll show you how many hours I have in a certain game series. So that game series is Football Manager. I adore that game. It's like an obsession. Anybody will tell you. I'm a big football fan, and I love analytics and analytical stuff as well. And it ticks all those boxes. I haven't got this year's game because I'm way too busy for it with this channel and everything else. It's the sort of game which swallows your life up, and I just can't do that. So I'm just not going there this year. But yeah, I think probably if you had to say like what game have I spent the most hours in, then it would be that. I wouldn't necessarily say it's my favourite, because like you just can't spend the amount of hours I've spent in that game in certain others. But if we move to a more modern era of games, then I'd probably say The Witcher 3. That just blew me away. The DLC is incredible. The game is amazing. Just like top to bottom, just amazing. I can't even fault it really at all. I usually prefer games where I get to make my own character, so that's why I love the Elder Scrolls series and things like that. But Geralt is such a cool character, and all the other characters in it are amazing too. That it's brilliant, really. So I hope that kind of breaks it down for you a little bit. So next questions we have from One Flow. He says, "Yay," or she, I don't know actually. "Yay, what is your name? My name is Phil. How old are you? I am 35 years old. Are you in a relationship? No, not at the minute. College, profession." So depends how you define college. In the UK, college is like it isn't university, if that makes sense. I think in America people call university college. That's like the same thing. In England we have college, then we have university. So I never went to university, but I did go to college and got A levels and things like that. And my profession at the minute is as a cinema manager. I've been doing that for 5 years now, just over 5 years. Before that I worked in restaurants, and before that I worked in bars, all kind of management stuff. So I've been working in that kind of industry for getting close to 15 years, which is a long time. Too long, I think. Favourite video games? Oh, I've kind of answered that in the previous question. I would say of the games that I'm playing at the minute, so on the channel, one of my favourites is Skyrim, without doubt. It's just a classic, isn't it? It's just an absolute classic. I love the mods as well that you get on the PC version, and Hearthstone as well, which I really have got back into big time. I really liked it when it first came out. Kind of faded away a lot, and then I've had this resurgence in the last year and a half or so of getting back into it, and a lot of that's been to do with playing it on this channel as well, for sure. First ASMR experience, how did you discover it? That's a good question. I'm probably like the majority of people, where I have a job which has strange hours, so sometimes I can be working from, say, 5-6 o'clock in the evening until 2-3 a.m. Sometimes I can be working from 8 a.m. until like 4-5 in the afternoon, and that can take its toll on you. You can struggle to sleep, your schedule can be quite mucked up, you don't get that regular routine. So many kind of like, I wouldn't say sleepless nights, there were a few, but many kind of nights where I'd struggle to sleep, and it would generally be because I am not feeling that tired, and I'd want to watch something either on my phone or my laptop or something, and because obviously YouTube videos, stuff like that, they're quite loud, or TV series, stuff like that, it doesn't really help you sleep. And so I don't know, maybe I just came across it in suggested videos, or maybe actually I think I remember actually googling like sleep aid kind of videos and things like that, and coming up with like this ASMR thing. And this was probably maybe 4 years ago or so, I guess, so it wasn't quite as mainstream as it is now. It was a bit more niche, and yeah, just started watching them. I was like, wow, this is really good, this is really helping. And it would probably have been somebody like Gentle Whisperings like videos or something like that who I watched to begin with. Then maybe like Ephemeral Rift. I like Ephemeral Rift a lot, he's good. He's very creative, shall we say. I don't like all of his stuff, but I think he does enough variety that there's always something you like with him. And he did some kind of like one-off gaming ASMR videos, and I think that's really where the seed implanted in my mind to make this channel. So I hope that answers your questions. Thank you very much for them. Next question's from Suleiman Aziz. Hello. Since when did you start gaming? When you were young? What game made you start love gaming? And all-time favourite game? So when did I start gaming? Yeah, it was very young, probably. My first memories actually were Commodore 64, which we had in my family back when like that was like the new technology. technology. If you've never played a Commodore 64, they're great. They look like they just look like a keyboard, and you plug things in, and they'd have like a tape deck, and you play the games on cassettes and things like that. It was crazy. And you'd have like a joystick with like 2 buttons on it, or you just use the keyboard. It was, early tech. And I remember playing a game called Times of Law on there. I'll put a picture up of that. It was a great game. It was terrible actually, but it was one of the first games which was kind of like an RPG, and it was kind of vaguely open world as well. Not really open world, like every screen like loaded and stuff like that, but it was great at the time. It was amazing, and I loved playing it. And that's probably my earliest memory, and I've just loved role-playing games ever since then. Really, I think probably I seem to remember playing like the Commodore 64. I didn't get into consoles until quite late, so I had a PlayStation 1, I think. I don't think I didn't get any console on launch day. I never have done. The earliest one I've ever got would be the PlayStation 4, which I got about 2 months after it launched. And I've had a PlayStation 1, a PlayStation 2, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 4 in terms of consoles. And I've had PC, kind of like a gaming PC, I would say, for maybe the last, I don't even know, 6 or 7 years maybe. So yeah, all-time favourite game. I've kind of said, if I was to add maybe another one onto that, it's a difficult one. So we've said kind of like through the era, what there is as well. Oh, I'd say probably, weirdly enough, if we're talking about like experiences, as in multiplayer experiences, then probably like FIFA. I played that with my friends a lot, and there's a lot of fun to be had with that. So most of my friends live kind of quite far away. I moved to London for work, so the way I stay in contact with a lot of them is through online gaming, and so we play FIFA quite often as well, and we've been playing the Division a fair amount as well, which is a lot of fun on PlayStation 4. So they're some of my best gaming memories. That makes sense, because a lot of the time you can really enjoy single player, but some of those memories that stick with you is when you play against a friend or with a friend or just that sort of thing, and sometimes it can be better than the actual game is, I would say. So thank you for your questions. Next question's from Tally's Doodles. Thank you very much for your questions. Question number 1: if you could replay one game as though you were playing it again for the first time, i.e. you don't know the plot of the game and such, what would it be? That's a really good question. I actually looked this question up and had to think about it, and I think the one I came to the conclusion was wouldn't necessarily be about game mechanics as such, but I really loved the plot of Bioshock Infinite. There was just something about that really was amazing, and the gameplay in itself wasn't really great. It was okay, but it got quite repetitive by the end. But the whole kind of experience of going through it, the story of it and stuff like that was amazing. I'd love to not know that story and play it again. Probably more so than something like a Skyrim, or maybe The Witcher 3 a little bit, because I like the story there. But in kind of Bioshock Infinite, it was like real kind of like plot twist all the way through, and I just wanted to continue to play the game so much just to get through, and the ending was amazing as well, I thought, anyway. And I remember actually having to just go for a walk after playing that, because I was just so like, what? Like, it was crazy. I loved it. What's my favourite playthrough you've done so far? That's a good question as well. I think if I was to say completed playthrough, as in something I've a playthrough which is finished, I'd possibly say would be Minecraft Series 1 or Season 1 that I did, 65 episodes, and I'm really proud of what I did in that, of what I built in there. I thought it was really good. In terms of a shorter series, I've really loved playing Virginia recently. That was amazing. It was only 3 episodes, but I really loved that story. And going back to quite an early one would be probably Everybody's Gone to the Rapture. Not a very well watched series, but for me as an English person, it just the nostalgia it gave me from seeing basically an area which was so similar to where I grew up, and also it was a great story. I really liked the story and the characters in it. It just resonated. I don't think it would do the same thing if you didn't grow up around there, so I can understand why it would be a very specific game for people. What new upcoming game are you most excited for? So I've already said Mass Effect Andromeda is one, but if I was to choose another one, it would probably be Red Dead Redemption 2. Very excited for that. Probably more excited in some ways than Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm excited for the Mass Effect because it's coming soon. I love the series, but I just have this fear that it won't be good. But with Red Dead Redemption 2, you just know it's going to be good. Like, it's a Rockstar game. They just don't make bad games, and you just know it's going to be good. The only thing that slightly worries me would be that it has a large online component to the actual main game, but I think in GTA 5 they've shown they can do the two things well separately. So yeah, that's definitely one game that I am really, really looking forward to, and obviously will get played on the channel. It's so strange that you do not see that many Western style games. I mean, Western movie style games out there, because Red Dead Redemption 1 was such a well-loved game. You think somebody would do something similar, and yet they never have. So weird. So thank you very much for your questions there. So next question is from The Wrecker. As you said in one of your Planet Coaster videos, you're a cinema director, cinema manager. I think director's a bit above my station, which I guess means you've seen quite a few films. What would you say is your favourite film and why? Well, you'd probably be surprised to know this, but I don't actually watch that many films. I've been working cinema for 5 years. When I first started, I watched films like every week, maybe 2-3 a week sometimes, and it just burnt me out. And in this year, I've only watched one film, which bizarrely was actually The Secret Life of Pets, which I'm not really proud of, but I had to burn some time, and it was the only thing that was on. Obviously I get free movies and stuff like that, so it doesn't even really make sense that I don't watch films, but yeah, it's just, I don't know really, I just kind of got burnt out of them. As to what my favourite film is, that's a tough question actually. Really, really tough one. I'm one of those people who, there's not many films I can ever watch more than once. So for example, a lot of people buy DVDs of films, stuff like that. I don't own any, because once I've seen a film, I've seen it, that's it, it's gone. So I don't know really. One of the only films that I will say that I can actually watch more than once is, weirdly enough, and I say weirdly because I hate musicals with a passion. I just despise them. But Singing in the Rain is a film I just really enjoy. It's just one of those really light-hearted, fun films, and I've watched that many times over. Also, it's where my Battle.net Hearthstone name comes from as well, which a lot of people probably don't know. In terms of more modern films that I've liked, probably anything by Christopher Nolan, Inception, Interstellar, the Batman trilogy, just really loved that. Interstellar and Inception, I really love those films. One of the key things which makes me love a film is the soundtrack. I'm really into film soundtracks actually, and they have amazing soundtracks. Like anything by Hans Zimmer is just incredible as always. So yeah, I really enjoyed those as well. And weirdly, one film going on to soundtracks, that one of my favourite film soundtracks is actually to a Tom Cruise film called Oblivion, which wasn't that well received. It was okay, it was a science fiction film, but the soundtrack's really, really good. I recommend it if you're into that sort of thing. It's a great soundtrack. My monitor just decided to time out there, which is good. So yeah, that's it really. I will say actually, speaking of Tom Cruise, I do love all of Tom Cruise's early films. They're just amazing, like Top Gun and Days of Thunder, anything like that. It's just really over the top. Whatever you think of him as a person, and I appreciate people have very mixed feelings. He does make good films, so I enjoy that. But I hope that answers your question. You did say what's your favourite film and why. So actually, if I explain why I like Christopher Nolan's films, number one, they really make you think about things when you kind of leave. Number two, especially with Interstellar and Inception, a lot of the time they're based on actual real things, which makes you think about it even more. Obviously visually they're just absolutely stunning, and usually have exceptionally good actors in them as well, which obviously helps, and just really interesting, intriguing plots. And I've always been on that kind of science fiction bias, so I love all Star Trek, Star Wars, stuff like that. It's great. So I hope that answers your question. Next question is from Maxine M. Congratulations, you deserve it. Questions. You produce a lot of content. Where do you find the time? I get this question a lot, actually. I find it a little weird. Not weird, as in oh, that's a dumb question, but weird as in for me, it doesn't seem to take up that much time. So I don't know, maybe I just live a very different life to other people. I would say one thing is I am very good at time management. That's part of my job, is time management. As in my professional job, my full-time job, is time management, making the most of the time I have, because often I'm on short deadlines for things to get things done, so I have to manage my day very carefully, and that translates into my outside of work time as well. Those skills transfer out, so I'm a very organised person in that respect. So it's not that difficult to find the time, which is why you'll see on my channel, you'll see I have a channel schedule, which helps me to stay organised and know what videos I need to make and what's going to go up when, and do stuff like that. Because the actual content side of things, if you don't make YouTube videos, you may not realise this, but the actual content side of things don't actually take that long to do. If you think about it, if I'm making a Skyrim video or a Civilization video, that's 40 minutes. Now, I don't think anybody out there could say that they don't have 40 minutes, in their day to make a video. The other side of it is what I kind of not dislike, but it takes a long time, and that is setting the video up, scheduling it, typing in all the titles, doing the thumbnails. I enjoy all of that, but that does take quite a lot of time. The other side of things is I don't edit my videos, or very, very rarely do I edit my videos. So a lot of the time you'll see people on YouTube and they'll make a video, maybe they do one a day, and they'll spend say an hour making the video. Maybe they'll do some different takes, stuff like that. Then they'll spend 3 hours editing it, rendering it, and do all that sort of stuff. If you cut out that 3 hours, you have a lot more to do. Now it does mean that my videos are probably a little bit rougher than some other channels. I hope not, but I don't enjoy editing at all. It's not my thing. A lot of people really love it. It's just not what I'm into. I'm more into making the videos. So I just choose not to do it, basically. Also, I always feel like it degrades it does degrade the quality of the videos, in so much as unless you have very, very good software, it will do that, and that's very, very expensive. So I choose not to do that. But yeah, but I think that probably the other side of things for where do I find time is I don't have to do a lot of the things which people do my age. So I don't have a family, so I don't have to look after kids or anything like that. So obviously that frees up loads of time. All my friends who are like parents and things like that, like there's no way they'd be able to spend the time I do on a YouTube channel. Also, as I said, I'm pretty organised, good with my time, and the other thing is I don't watch TV, so I don't even have like TV channels. If I watch anything, and it's quite limited what I do watch on TV, so I watch Game of Thrones fairly religiously when that comes on, and occasionally I'll watch a TV series on Netflix or something like that, but it's very rare. So, if maybe you're the person who watches like, I don't know, 2 or 3 TV programs a night, then just take that time out, and that's where I make my videos. So, yeah, there you go. Next question is, do you have a degree or did you go to uni? I do not have a degree. I did not go to university. I could have gone to university. I chose not to. There was a couple of reasons for it. Number one, I didn't know what the hell I wanted to do. I didn't want to just go to university, study something, just go out partying every day and walk away with like, I don't know, 20 grand's worth of debt and nothing to show for it, or a user's degree, which a lot of people do, quite honestly. The other side of it was that my 2 sisters went to university. They were older than me, and I kind of watched my mum struggle a bit, helping them through university, and I just didn't want to do that. I just felt like at the time I wanted to go out and make money, and that's what I did, and I don't regret it in any way. It's never held me back. I totally understand in some professions you have to have a degree, but my advice to people is always that if you don't know what you want to do, if you aren't motivated to go to university, just don't do it. Don't do it. Go and work your way up. There's so many people I know who have way better jobs than me, who never went to university, and they're solely based upon the fact that they've done their job and done it very well. And I know for some jobs, obviously, you have to have a degree, and also it makes things a bit easier. But I genuinely believe that in a lot of industries you can work your way up without ever having a degree. So yeah, I hope that answers the question. Question 3, do you like Christmas? What is your favourite Christmas food? I do like Christmas to a certain extent. I used to really like Christmas, but then Disney ruined it forever. So obviously I work in a cinema. Every year for the next 5 years there will be a Star Wars movie out over Christmas. That's been confirmed by Disney since they brought the franchise. That movie will be the biggest film of the year every single year, and therefore that will be my busiest time of work time every single year. It means the kind of nights will be later for me, the days will be earlier, so I'm not looking forward to Christmas. Actual Christmas Day I enjoy. I don't actually do anything Christmas Day, weirdly enough, because I live away from my family and friends and things like that. I usually end up working Christmas Eve and Boxing Day because it's busy at work, and as a result I don't do anything Christmas Day. I usually do things before or after, when things are a bit quieter, which I'm totally fine with. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I have before tried to do it where I've, say, gone and got a train or something Christmas Eve, then come back Boxing Day. It's such a hassle. It's just, it really is. You just end up being so tired from it that it's just not worth it. So I just enjoy a nice quiet Christmas to myself. Maybe this year I'll do a stream or something, who knows. So yeah, I hope that's. Oh, what's my favourite Christmas food? I don't know actually. Possibly mince pies. I like them a lot. Um, I'm not like a huge fan of turkey, which is obviously the kind of traditional thing you eat on Christmas, or at least in the UK it is. So I wouldn't necessarily say that. So yeah, I'd probably go for mince pies. They're good.